There's this one critical moment in your life where you suddenly realize you can actually take the wheel. It's not about waiting for motivation to strike or for the perfect time to show up. It's about something much more real, the raw power of discipline. It's like an alchemy that can literally transform who you are today into who you are always meant to be.
Does this sound familiar? That little nagging voice in your head, the hesitation before you even try something new, that constant exhausting second-guessing of every move you make. Or maybe you're just tired of feeling average, just getting by, kind of watching from the sidelines while other people achieve the very things you know deep down you're totally capable of.
Yeah, just tired of waiting for something, anything to happen. Well, guess what? That feeling, that's not a bad thing. That's the starting block. It's the signal that it's time for a change.
And that brings us right to the heart of it. The real turning point in your life isn't some date on the calendar. It's not a birthday or New Year's Day. It's a quiet, internal decision that you make.
I mean, we all tell ourselves these little stories, don't we? We set up these imaginary starting lines, thinking that once we get there, everything will just magically fall into place.
And there's a huge, huge difference between just hoping for something and actively choosing it. We wait for these outside things, a new year, a fresh Monday, some random burst of motivation. But the truth? The reality is, your life changes the very second you decide you're done with the excuses.
So, deciding is the first step. But acting, that's where the magic really happens. And honestly, this is where most people get tripped up. They wait for the fear to go away. But that's not how it works. That's a total misunderstanding of how real change happens. It really boils down to two mindsets. Most people are stuck in waiting mode, waiting for the perfect time, waiting to feel confident, waiting to have enough money. But winners don't wait for perfect conditions. They start. They start before they feel ready. They start while they're still terrified. They start when they're broke. They just start because they know that's the only way to get ready.
And this is absolutely crucial to understand. Confidence isn't something you find, it's something you build. It's a result of your actions, not a prerequisite for them. Every single time you take a small, scary step forward, you're basically casting a vote for the future version of yourself.
Okay, so how do we build that momentum? How do we build this discipline engine? Well, it's not about making some grand, heroic gesture that everyone will see. No, it's about something way less glamorous, but infinitely more powerful.
Real transformation starts right here, in these small, repeated choices you make every single day. It's waking up early when your body is screaming for more sleep. It's putting in an hour on your dream after a long, draining day at work. Success isn't some magic trick. It's just the boring, consistent repetition of these tiny, disciplined actions.
Now, this next part, this can be a tough pill to swallow. But it's probably one of the most important truths you will ever accept. Nobody is coming to do the work for you. No one's going to ride in on a white horse and hand you the life you want.
But listen, that's not meant to be scary. It's meant to be empowering. Because if it's all up to you, that means it's all in your control. The moment you stop looking around for a savior is the exact moment you find your own power. You are the person you've been waiting for.
Okay, but what about the hardest part of the entire journey? I'm talking about that phase where you're putting in all the work day in and day out, and you look around and you see absolutely nothing changing. This is the great filter. This is where most people quit.
This period of silence, this gap between all your effort and any visible results, that's the test. It's like the universe is just asking you, so how badly do you actually want this? It's designed to separate the people who are just kind of interested from the ones who are truly committed.
Think about it like you're planting a seed. For weeks, it looks like nothing is happening on the surface. But underneath the dirt, this incredible, complex root system is forming, getting ready for that huge breakthrough. Your progress is happening the exact same way, even when you can't see a single thing.
So when it all comes down to it, what is discipline? It's really just a simple trade-off. It's a choice you're making hundreds of times a day. Are you going to choose the instant gratification of what you want right now, or the long-term satisfaction of what you want most?
And that brings us to the final verdict, because every single one of those little choices, it's leading you down one of two very, very different paths.
Look, 5 years are going to pass no matter what you do. The only question is, when you get there, which one of these two things are you going to be saying? The choice you make today literally determines which of those futures becomes your reality.
And you have to choose your pain. Think about it. There are two kinds. There's the pain of discipline, getting up early, doing the hard workout.
It sucks in the moment, but it's temporary. It weighs ounces. But the other pain, the pain of regret, looking back and knowing you could have done more, that's a burden you carry forever. That weighs tons.
So how do you actually build this life you want? Well, you don't. You don't focus on building a life. You focus on building a day. Just forget about changing everything all at once. Your only job is to win this next decision. Then, just win this hour. Then, win this morning. You stack up those tiny little wins, and they will build the life for you.
So if any of this has hit home for you today, if you feel that little spark, that feeling of being tired of waiting, then this is it. This is your moment. Not when you feel more prepared, not next Monday, not tomorrow.
Please, forget about doing it perfectly. Give yourself permission to be a beginner again. It doesn't matter if it's messy. It's okay if you're scared. It doesn't matter if your first step is tiny. The only thing in the entire world that matters is that you start.
Decide. Choose the future you want most. And just make your first move right now.